Apple's latest iPhone is bigger but still compact enough to be manageable. It's Apple's best ever smartphone. Jonathan Brach on One Break, July 8, 2015. Image 1 of 17. Apple iPhone 6 review. Main shot 5 £429 from Amazon Marketplace. Title equals Amazon Marketplace price when reviewed $539. Page 1 of 4. Apple iPhone 6 review. Typically slick, the best iPhone yet. After years of mocking rivals for producing larger and larger screens, and sticking to its pocket-sized principles, Apple finally caved in last year, introducing not one larger screened model, but two, the iPhone 6 with a 4.7-inch screen, and the iPhone 6 Plus with the 5.5-inch screen. It's quite a climb down on Apple's part, but it had to do it. Another year with only the 4-inch screen on its flagship phone, and consumers would have voted with their feet, steadily trickling away to Samsung, HTC, and LG's larger screen alternatives. See related the 19 best smartphones of 2015. What are the best mobile phones on the market? Apple iPhone 6s review. 3D Touch and other upgrades make this a fabulous smartphone. In reality, Apple shouldn't have been so frightened to make the move, because neither of the new phones feels out of place in today's large screen-obsessed smartphone market. Apple iPhone 6 review. Top half of front size and design. The iPhone 6, the smaller of the two phones, is the one that works best. Apple has gone back to rounded edges this time around, moving away from the dead straight sides of the previous four handsets. The edges of the glass on the front are slightly curved, too, and this works to create an impression that the phone is smaller than an island. It's comfortable to hold, doesn't feel too slippery in your hand, an accusation I could level at the iPhone 5 and iPhone 5s, and the 4.7-inch screen size feels just right. Apple iPhone 6 review. Bottom edge. If you've been worried about the jump in screen size from the 5s 4 in diagonal, you'll wonder what all the fuss was about once you get your hands on the iPhone 6. Yes, it's taller, wider and a touch heavier than its predecessor at 129g, but it's far from unwieldy, even when slotted into one of Apple's wraparound leather cases. In fact, the extra size means it's easier to use in some respects. Typing accurately, for instance, becomes far easier thanks to the larger on-screen keys, and using the iPhone 6 as a sat-nav in the car is a far more pleasurable experience with the extra screen real estate. The sheer thinness of the handset makes it pretty comfortable to hold, too. It measures only 7.1 mm from front to back, 0.5 mm slimmer than the iPhone 5s, and in the current smartphone market it's outskinnied only by the skeletal Huawei Ascend P7 6.5 mm. Apple has put some thought into helping those who just don't get on with the size of the new phone. A light double tap on the home button slides the whole screen down, allowing one-handed access to icons, buttons and address menus located in the top half of the screen. However, after several months of use, I don't really think it's needed. I can't count the number of times I've deliberately engaged it on the fingers of one hand. In fact, after a while I simply forgot the iPhone